what is going on? It's Nate. We got another Truck Talk episode, and we are back. I can't remember what video I posted last, but anyways, I went home for 4th of July, but I'm back in Costa Mesa. But today's video, I'm going to talk about a very, very important topic that I think is very obvious, but 99% of people overlook. So, my main thesis, I guess, is... sounded really nerdy. I guess my idea, or my point today is that if you want new results, you're going to have to take new actions, right? And I don't think people really truly grasp that idea. If you are doing the same thing every single day and you are not happy with your results, you have to change something, right? And it's pretty simple. That's the concept, right? If you are doing something over and over, it's going to get you a specific result. If you do something different or you change the way you do it, you're probably going to get a different result, right? So if you want new results, you're going to have to make change, right? But people don't really like change. People, change is scary, change is uncomfortable, change is hard, and so people avoid it. But that's what you're going to have to do if you want to change in your life, right? If you want different results, you can't expect to have done the same thing every day for the last year, got a specific result, and then expect to get a new result in a month because you're like, oh yeah, I want to make more money. Like, you have to realize that doesn't make sense. It just doesn't work that way. So if you want to, but then also another point, it's not necessarily what you are doing. You may not really need to change your actions, but it's the way you take the actions, right? So your attitude is absolutely everything. And by attitude, that's your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. So for example, if you go to the gym and you walk in the gym and you're like, this workout's gonna suck, I'm just not feeling good, whatever, you're probably not gonna have a good workout, right? You're probably gonna feel pretty bad, and you're probably gonna leave there, and it was probably pretty much a waste of time, right? Or you can go to the gym and you can be like, I'm gonna push myself today. I am going to do 5 extra reps. I'm gonna do extra weight. I'm gonna do more sets, whatever it is. You're like, I'm gonna push myself. You're probably going to feel the next day, you're probably gonna be pretty sore, right? You're probably gonna feel growth in your muscles. So what changed? It's not what you did. It wasn't the fact of going to the gym. You can go to the gym and it can do nothing for you. So it's not the tool, but it's the way you do it. It's the way you go to the gym. It's the way you trade. It's the way you journal. It's the way you watch the videos. It's the way that you think. It's the way that you act. It's the way that you feel. It's not what you feel. No, it is what you feel, but it's not what you do. It's not, that's the thing. You can give two people, the same exact set of instructions, the same tools, the same everything, and one of them could be a success and one could be a failure, even if they had the same tools in the same situation with the same knowledge, because it's not knowledge, it's your personal programming. It's the way you see yourself, the way you talk to yourself, the way you feel that controls your results. You can go to the gym 3 times a week and get way better results than someone who goes every day, because you go to the gym and you train as hard as you physically can and you basically have to crawl out of there, right? It's not what you do, it's how you do it. And I don't think I really truly grasped this idea until recently, but it's not doing more things. A lot of the time it's doing less. Like, as crazy as that sounds, it might be doing less things. If you have so many things on your mind that you're just like, you got a foot in the door there, foot in the door there, foot in the door there, and you're like, wow, I just have a million things going on, then you're probably not focused on anything. You're probably not working with purpose and faith. And so, sorry, I'm going to the gym. So good. So, by the way, these are bubblers. It's like a sparkling water with some caffeine. It's so good. It doesn't get me too caffeinated and over the top, but it still gives me a little boost. Anyways, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So, for example, I tell all my members in my group, I emphasize journaling, right? Really journaling and writing your reality. But I was on a call today and I gave the example of, if you're in that journal and you're writing and you're like, this is a bunch of crap, like none of this is going to happen, then yeah, you're exactly right. And if there's a guy that says, wow, I'm literally writing my own reality right now, like this is the story I'm living, or that's coming in my direction, he's also right? There's a part of in Think and Grow Rich that talks about that the guy who says he can and the guy who says he can't are both right. And sorry, there's a cop right here. Let me hide this a little bit. The guy who says he can and the guy who says he can't, they're both right, because your belief is what creates the fact. And so if you go into anything, right, say you're trading and you're like, wow, I'm just gonna lose all my money, like, yeah, you probably will. But if you go into it with the attitude of, I am making millions from this, yeah, you probably will. So your attitude is everything. So you need to ask yourself, right, like a reflection point, am I doing my activities with the right attitude? Am I filming this video from a place of lack, or am I filming this from a place of abundance, right? Am I filming this video as someone who has 5 subscribers or someone who has 500,000, right? And it's like, I felt really pulled to make this video, so I know like it's a really good video. Whether it gets 1 million views or 0, I really don't care, because it's a good video. So if one person watches it and gets value from it, then that's well worth my time. So it's the way you do it. So what I've been doing, or what the program I've been working on really emphasizes, is when you're doing the task, hold the vision of what you want while you're doing it, right? So like right now I could see the $100,000 month in my mind, right? In like my mind's eye, or whatever they call it, while I'm making this video, right? When I'm trading, I see that $100,000. When I'm studying my mind and stuff, I see the $100,000 month, because this is showing your mind what you are moving toward, and it's showing your mind what your desires are, which is going to make them manifest. So I mean, I don't want to talk in too much of like circles today, because I feel like I do that in a lot of my videos. But yeah, that's basically the summary of it, is it's not what you do, it's the way you do it, right? So if you want to make millions, you need to be taking your actions right now as if you make millions. You need to be thinking like a millionaire, you need to be acting like a millionaire, you need to be feeling like a millionaire, and guess what? You'll be a millionaire. So it really is that simple. But it's simple to talk about, but it's difficult to do. That's what the person I was on a one-on-one with today, he was saying, he's like, I understand everything you're saying, but it's hard to like actually get myself to do it. And it's because your habits, your paradigm, you don't normally do these things, right? These are new. And so you're not naturally going to want to do these things. And so that's why I'm here to step in to hold you guys accountable, to help you, to show you, the proof, because understanding is the biggest factor, right? Ignorance is what everyone needs to avoid. And so you need to understand why this stuff does what it does, why it affects you the way it does, and then that'll allow you to make the right decisions, to be more inclined to study it or to take action on it. So that's my lesson of the day. It's not what you do, it's the way you do it. It's the science of getting rich. There's an exact science to it. If you do everything in a certain way, you'll get rich. If everything you do is a success, you will be a successful person. And what is a success? A success is any task that you complete with the ideal in your mind, right? So me doing this video right now, seeing the $100,000 month in my mind, that is a successful task, right? Because I'm doing it from the state of my wish fulfilled, and I'm going to do these actions. I'm going to the gym right now, and as I'm at the gym, I'm going to see myself with the body that I desire, and so that will be a successful task. As I eat my meals, I'm seeing myself with the body I desire. As I'm creating my whether I'm scanning the market or if I'm working on one-on-one calls, I'm seeing my purpose right here, and that is allowing me to have all these successful tasks, which will make me a success by law. So I hope this helps. Hope you guys take action, and make sure, like I said, new actions means new results, and it's not necessarily a whole new action, but maybe a new attitude with that action. Maybe it's not, if you're already filming videos, maybe it's not a different type of video, but the way you film the videos. How do you feel when you make the videos? Because there can be two people. One person's on the 100,000 a month frequency, one person's on the 10,000 or $10 a month frequency, right? And they're both trading. Well, one guy's gonna make a lot and one's not gonna make any. So you gotta check your frequency with what you're on while you are taking these actions. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys got something from that, and I'll catch you in the next one.